Morning everyone! Welcome to day 2 of Vlogmas here on Mara's Knits. I'm Mara, which you probably guessed, and I'm sitting in a freezing cold studio. In fact, you might even be able to hear my fire in the background, which is right there, like 2 foot away from me, and sort of, you know, one of these electric ones that rotates and whatnot. So if you hear any funny noises, it's probably that. And yeah, it's cold. What's worse than it being cold, it's cold and damp. I hate the cold and damp. And studios get cold, so you've got to wrap up warm. Hence the very dapper outfit, you know. I mean, notice how it all matches and everything. Anyway, right, crafting. What have I been up to? Well, remember the yarn haul? It's shrunk because I've started some socks. Now, I'm somewhat obsessed with socks at the moment because have I mentioned the cold? And I've also, for a project, I've gone car free, which means my fantastic car with the wonderful heater is now no longer available to me to drive through the winter. I know. And as a result, I've become obsessed with keeping my feet warm and knitting lots of socks. So I've set off on the Aran weight. So this is West Yorkshire Spinners, and it's the Fusions range, and it's an Aran weight, and it's not got a strong twist on it. It's a little bit more sort of roving. And I got a shock. So I pulled from the middle of the ball, and I cast on and I started knitting. I only started these like last night, and this is my little sock bag. I think it originally had like little sample face moisturizers and stuff in it. Natio? Anyway, somebody gave it to me, and ever since then it's been my sock yarn bag. And put that there. Anyway, so this is my... Ooh, let's unwrap it. So this is my first sock. I pulled the yarn from the middle of the ball. Look at that! You buy a ball, it looks like that. You think you're going to get sort of burgundies and reds and maybe a tiny hint of little bit of blue, but pretty much that colour. What comes out is orange. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it, I'm just saying I was surprised. And now I'm getting pink. I don't like pink. I'm not a pink person. Even if something is pink, I'll say it's lilac. I'm liking how it's knitting up. Look, it feels like it's going to be really nice and warm. So these are 3.25 mils. I have quite a loose tension, and I've done a 40 cast on. So these are designed to be boot socks. So these will either be the middle layer or the top layer or something, but they won't be the bottom layer. In my hiking boots, which I would show you, but they're on my feet, keeping my feet warm, with 3 pairs of socks. Three pairs. I'm not sure I'd want this to be a yarn that I put next to my feet. It's not as soft as their normal sock yarn. It feels a lot scratchier. But orange, where did the orange come from? What about that makes you think you're going to get orange? I mean, the pink, I mean, obviously when I saw this coming out, I started having a good look, and yeah, you can see a little bit of blue there, you can see a little bit of pink there, but it's predominantly red and sort of like a dark reddy burgundy. Orange, where'd that come from? Anyway, I don't care as long as it keeps my feet warm. So that was just last night, sat in front of the TV, and I wasn't knitting all that long, to be honest, because I was doing other stuff as well. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. And if I keep going at this rate, it's going to be finished by the time I do tomorrow. It does look like the sun's getting out a little bit, which probably means we'll have flooding. But there we go. It always amazes me with the with snow in England, because we don't deal with it well. We really don't. I mean, there's still a little bit outside. Oh, there's a little rainbow. You're not going to be able to see it. It always amazes me because we just don't cope well with snow here. We just don't. Anyway, I will put up at the end where you can find me on social media, and I'm going to cut this short because I don't want these to be mega long, because if they are mega long, I'm not going to be able to keep up the one a day bit. Okay, so take care. See you tomorrow.